Hey, Danny and Mike listeners, before we get to the episode today, I wanted to ask a favor. Our new network, the Last Podcast Network, is doing a survey which will in turn improve the content that you hear. It only takes a minute, it's all confidential, and it's just some questions about your listening habits. You can find the link in our description of this very episode. 2, 3, 4.
The world was so big, and I was so small. Your voice was always the loudest of all.
Gentlemen, welcome to summer.
Welcome to summer. Thanks.
We're
Thank
here,
you.
I guess.
Thank you, oh summer solstice siren.
Yeah, summer's been activated.
Activate summer.
Let's stay cool.
Yeah, it's hard to do that in here, but we're going to try.
Let's stay
Guys,
cool.
don't ever forget Dennis Leary's famous song, I'm an Asshole. Walk around in the summertime saying, how about this heat? I'm an asshole. So just remember that when you start talking about how it's hot in the summertime.
Is that like a jazz medley?
No, it's like you're an asshole for talking about the weather being hot in the summertime, just like you're an asshole for talking
cold,
about cold in the wintertime.
Is it? I mean, it's not appropriate to complain about it at other times.
No, it's if it was March and you're like, it's 90 degrees. This is a fucked up heat wave in March. Like, I'm scared.
That's
That's
accurate.
not good.
No, that's accurate.
That's not good.
No, what I'm saying is you should save up your heat complaints for the winter and save up your cold complainps for the summer.
Well, I have heat complaints in the winter all the time because I can't control the heat in my apartment.
That's not the same kind because you live with old people. I'm talking about. I'm talking about.
Make it seem like I live in a fucking
use them as
home.
Well, you do need assistance to get off the toilet. I'm just saying.
Do you have bars?
Jeremy.
Bars on both
my
sides.
God.
Let's go ahead and get it started. Welcome to the Adventures of Danny and Mike. To my right, Mr. Michael C. Morona.
Hi, I'm here.
That was orchestrated by Michael C. Morona.
I tried to give you the opening.
Very much so, yeah.
Wow.
You could do it. And to his right, surrounded by things to get him out of his chair, Mr. Danny Tamborelli.
I'm not going to get out of my chair that much.
Good, because you need assistance.
I am just sitting here. I am sitting here with a polar seltzer drink and a beer drink that has polar seltzer in it.
Yeah, well, that's a very
Just
important
want to show
announcement.
off.
You made a Polarado.
UFO blueberry lemonade beer, and I am not a blueberry lemonade beer kind of guy.
Yeah.
Particularly, I don't fucking like wheat beers either. But
so you watered
this.
it down with some seltzer.
No, I had this first, and then I saw
show
this.
it to him. Show it to him. This is my girlfriend, my lovely girlfriend, who
Is definitely a real person.
loves this very much. She, yeah, it's definitely real.
It's from Polar.
It's
That's what I'm saying.
this is
what the fudge?
Yeah, she
Is
found a polar beer. There you go. For the listener,
I'm sorry I did
Danny
that.
is showing the beer to the cameras.
Is this,
if you would like to see the beer, check us out on Patreon.
That's right.
Patreon.com/.
Is this the most
Danny and Mike
with the and spelled out? You finally come around.
Nah, I just wanted it to keep moving.
To the heat.
Go ahead, Jeremy.
But yeah, there was a
bend me to your will.
There's a seltzer out or a beer out that uses seltzer.
A beer
blueberry
with
seltzer.
polar seltzer.
This is ballsy, but this pretty much Vans has nothing left but to license their brand to different like other crossovers.
Vans,
gosh.
Yeah, I mean,
Levi's,
I'm saying
NFL.
exactly.
Yeah.
You can order like New York Mets Vans online
Right.
and all kinds of. You can personalize all that shit.
Side note:
I'm
they
going
are
to
all on
Mariah
sale.
Carey it for the rest of the rest of the thing is it makes it feel less hot when one ear is exposed.
Oh, I thought you meant like I don't know her.
Oh. No. Didn't you? No, you didn't do that with me.
What could Mariah Careying it be? I mean, because obviously she
It could
fucked
be
up
singing
her
off
performances.
key.
Yeah,
It could-
just not caring. So you're not going to care.
It could be the best.
give a fuck.
It could be in the best in the '90s and then falling off now.
I'm
Kind
saying
of like
that
where
Mariah
you are.
Carey, when she sings, she would only sing with one can on. That's what I'm saying.
Which '90s R&B singer would you like to be? I think I'm going to do Whitney Houston, just because.
Wow.
Shit, you didn't even give me a chance to answer.
sorry.
You took.
You took her right away.
Whitney
You
Houston.
took her right out from underneath you, buddy.
Well, there's still
She was probably the best singer we grew up with as kids. For
100%.
you can't beat that national anthem performance. It will never be beat.
It's about Roseanne.
No. Speaking of Roseanne, no, there's nothing.
We've
connected.
received some angry phone calls and
No, but I had to stop wearing my Roseanne shirt. I have like a Guns N' Roses, but it's Guns N' Roseanne.
Oh, yeah. That sucks. That's
yeah.
a great shirt you had.
Yeah, so I can't wear that anymore.
what'd you do with it?
It's in the closet. And
Thanks,
then
Obama.
the other one is from the band Down. Stopped wearing that because I used to like the band. It was Phil from Pantera. Rest in peace, Vinny.
Yeah. That was very sad.
But yeah, so that one.
I heard about that when I was in Portugal on the radio.
It's a rough
and
family.
in Portuguese. And all I heard was like, it was, they played a little bit of Walk.
And he knew enough.
And then it was like, I heard like Muerto and I heard Vinnie Paul and I heard Battery, like drum. And I was like, oh, fuck.
He knew.
I figured it out in Portuguese on the radio. So thank you, Portuguese radio.
Antena Tres. Wow. Keeping it up to date. Well, would you guys want to do another round of voicemails? We got a few here.
Yeah, we can do that.
I would say hit me with your best shot.
Fire away. Whoa, wait a second.
That is weird.
Wait a second.
That is weird.
And you can do this, right? Because that was recording. No? Oh,
right
damn it.
After.
Dude, I was singing that while getting levels today. I was singing that exact song and that just weirded me out.
Come on, we've all I was going to say like but couldn't you how many Mariah Carey songs do you have like in here from radio play?
Probably half dozen.
Exactly.
Easy.
Resonates.
Yeah. But that wasn't Whitney Houston.
Hit me with your best shot? No, I didn't think
That's
so.
Pat Benatar.
She may have covered it. You don't know.
That's Pat Benatar.
Shall we get into this first? This is as far as voicemails go. This is the expanded edition of a voicemail. It's very long. Just the translation.
Give me the transcript.
We'll see. Well, no, I don't want to ruin the highlights. But anyway, here it comes. It is from a guy named Cauldron.
Cauldron?
Cauldron.
Oh, God.
I don't know. Maybe that's a.
Is that with a U or an A?
His parents really liked that movie, The Black Cauldron.
Oh, Calderon. It's Calderon.
Calderon.
It's
There
Calderon.
you go.
It's Ray Calderon.
Right.
It's not. It's a person we know.
Or like
it's not,
former New York Nick.
It's Ray Calderon. You know him?
I mean, there's a guy I went to high school with. I'm not saying I know all Ray Calderons in my.
Okay, well.
Well, maybe this is him.
Calderon.
Or her.
We say Calderon. I'm trying to remember now.
Hello, guys. I just want to know, do you have any idea? Hope you hear me fine. Hope you guys have any idea of, Michelle Trachtenberg and, Alvin Finelli reunion for, with you guys.
It's coming through loud and clear, Calderon.
I don't know, satisfy the fans who are probably wondering what happened.
Pause it right there,
happened,
pause it right there. So Calderon is asking if we knew what was up with Michelle Trachtenberg and Allison Finelli not being at the most recent Pete and Pete reunion.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get that from?
I wasn't.
Maybe you should put your other can on, Mariah. Put your other can on, Mariah. See if you
I was picking up what he was putting down. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we don't talk to Michelle. She doesn't talk to us.
What do you mean we?
Do you talk to her?
We don't have a joint email address like my aunt and uncle.
No, we
like my aunts
actually
and
do.
uncles.
We do. It's called
DannyandMike.com.
If you want to send us emails.
info@DannyandMike.com.
Is that what it is?
Don't spam. Please don't spam. I still get
Oopsies.
spam messages for that account.
No, I'd say that you and I as a unit have never like FaceTimed Michelle or, I mean, I don't have her number, but we have also, I don't think, as far as I know, emailed her. So that's why, I mean, you can't say that we don't talk to her. You don't see her in Sheepshead Bay?
No, Viscardi emailed her about doing one. She just didn't get back.
It's okay.
Shots fired.
Wow. No, I mean, you got to understand that
that I was in love with her older sister when I was a young kid, and so were you.
Back the fuck off, all right?
All right, I'm just saying.
First, I steal.
You had no shot.
Whitney from him.
I know I had no shot. Doesn't
Michelle's
matter.
Sister.
Doesn't matter.
Go ahead, Calderon.
Roots run deep.
All right, here's the
Ouch.
rest.
Go ahead, Calderon.
20 plus years, because
It has been a while.
Like next year, it'll be 30 years since like that little short that the first short that you guys did. So,
Okay.
So I'm gonna know if you guys any thought about that.
Yeah, it's a long time. Calderon, it was a long ass time ago.
Yeah, it's almost 30 years, bro.
30 years almost from the first Pete and Pete.
Yeah, I'm 40.
Yeah,
I'm
which
going to
I'll
turn 41.
I'll be 37 in February,
Yeah,
and I was 7 years old.
I'm going to turn 41 later this year, and I was 11 turning 12 when we did the first Pete and Pete.
It's insane.
That was bonies.
Yeah.
You could see my ribs back then. You can still see them, but they stick out at different places.
For the listener, Mike's wearing a very fancy Met shirt today.
Put it in the books.
Yeah, very nice. You can get that at the7line.com.
We're not.
Check it out.
We're not endorsing. Or,
Well, yeah, we're not endorsing, but
disregarding.
look, if they want to come on the podcast,
The
so you can have
bandwagon.
the
You'd
main.
be happy to have Darren.
guy-
they
the
have their
guy-
own.
yeah.
They have their own podcast,
Yeah.
Orange and Blue.
Oh, do they? Oh,
Orange
great.
and Blue thing. Oh,
Yeah,
you've
well,
heard it? You've
so
heard of
we
it?
we can crossover.
Crossover, yeah.
Look, we just too bad we missed Rusty Staub. Because
It's been a while.
It would have been a good transition.
Yes, Calderon.
Orange and blue.
30 years ago, the Mets were right off of their last National League pennant, almost, and then they fucked it in
And they screwed
'88.
it. Yep.
In '88, so they had recently won, but the country was a bit more optimistic then. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. Well, here's the last minute of this.
Go ahead.
The last minute of it.
Minute.
Call their own.
That's
But
cool.
that for cross you guys' minds. You know, that's Michelle Trachtenberg and Alison Finelli and the actress who played Monica and
All right, he's just into the ladies. He's just into the ladies.
and all the rest.
Maris.
Yeah, Calderon is just
Go ahead.
talking
No,
about
he had a
ladies.
question about them.
I'm
Go ahead.
curious, that's all. Reunions like this don't come, easy,
No.
hate the song, modeling and all that stuff, but reunions of TV shows from the past, those other co-stars over the years kept dying off,
He's worried that you guys are going
the guy who
to
played
pass
Uncle
because of the
Phil,
heat in Seltzer King Studio. I think is what.
Yeah, no, I was.
there's stories about the two Aunt Vivs and all.
I was
that.
affected
So, I mean,
when two Aunt Vivs and Uncle Phil passed away. I was affected just recently thinking about that.
Yeah.
But
Flashbacks.
yeah, I think Calderon, what you're saying so far, from what I can get, is that life is fleeting,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and that
You should take.
yeah, we saw
advantage.
Maris. Maris did come to one of who played Monica, the Krebs Scout, did come to one of our reunions. You remember?
In New York.
Wherever it was really good. Yeah, Maris came to one of them, and it was good to see her. I'm just reminding Danny. Don't worry about it, Calderon. Anyway,
Hopefully that answers.
section 4 of Calderon's message.
That's the end.
Is that it?
Yeah, that was basically the end. So hopefully you got what you wanted from there. It takes a
well,
lot.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know.
Okay.
We'll try and get
We'll see.
more reunions.
Yeah. 30 is a big number, so I think that's
The big 3 out.
Yeah. We should get a whole $30.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Moving on. Our next voicemail is from Monica. Would you like to hear from Monica?
Please.
Her Maris's character was named Monica.
It's true.
Full circle.
Hi, this is Monica calling from Citrus Heights, California.
Hey.
I've been listening to your show for about 2 years now, and let me tell you, it's definitely got me through some late night paper writing for graduate school.
I appreciate it, Monica. Very cool.
I got hooked up to the show through my brother-in-law, who, I'll give you a hint, he's the bassist in a band that did a cover of Hey Sandy. I'm a big Pete and Pete fan, so when I found out they did that, I was super excited. So what I do like about the show is you talk about food and you talk about music. But my question for you, Danny and Mike,
This
is
is fair.
other than your fiction TV brothers,
Okay.
who else do you hang out with from like either the Pete and Pete days or from the Mighty Duck days or
Gotcha.
anyone else from the 90s? Do you have a posse? Do you have a
Gotcha.
squad? Anyways, love your show. Keep it up. You guys are doing great.
Thank you, Monica.
Bye.
Monica.
We appreciate it. From
that's
is
great.
that
Thank you.
I got
is
a
that
posse that
suburb?
runs pretty deep.
Is that a
I got
suburb of
West
Anaheim?
Coast and,
Where's Citrus Heights?
I don't know.
I'll look it up. First fact check of the episode.
I don't know. It's in
Your,
California.
your posse runs deep, but don't let me interrupt you.
I'm just saying, I
Method Man. Go ahead.
I got my West Coast crew and my East Coast crew.
I did
Some
see
of my
you
East
with
Coast
Josh.
crew has gone West Coast. So
I did see you with Keenan. I've seen you with Josh.
Well, yeah,
Seen you with Lori
so-
Beth.
Lori Beth and Josh
It's
for sure, and Mark Saul.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Mark
all.
was at the wedding.
Mark was at the wedding.
Such a sweet thing.
That's right. He's a good dude. And that's my phone. I'm sorry about that. What a rude person I am.
He also has, that's his posse checking up
yeah,
on
that
him.
was my posse checking in to be like,
they're like,
yo,
yo.
make sure you don't say the.
No, they said do
you
the
know,
90s point when you mention us.
Don't say the password. There it is.
Do the 90s point.
Citrus Heights, for the record, just
Where?
outside of Sacktown, Sacramento.
Oh,
Okay.
it's in
Okay.
Wow, you're inland. I understand.
I should have
She's
known.
going to
I should have
graduate
known
school.
that. I should
God
have
bless.
known that because I know the bass player she's speaking about.
Okay. Which you will not, but obviously.
Oh,
they're
Tara
married.
Mellos, come on!
I
It's Tara
figured-
Oh,
Mellos.
nice.
Did you think that she didn't mean Nate?
Yeah.
And then
You figured it out.
I was like,
He was counting. to figure it
John,
out.
Nate.
Yeah,
I was drumming in my head. I was counting off like John.
No, that's John.
I was counting off like John.
Nate. Yeah.
I was thinking of a picture that we took in the back in the green room of the what is it called, the space?
The space yeah,
in
Connecticut.
Handon
Yeah.
with Taramellos, and I just shotgunned a tall boy.
Yeah, you beat me.
And then it was like my most Dragon Ball Z picture because I was just like throwing it and it made like a silver streak.
It was very
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
It was a very cool picture.
Yeah.
You go deep in the
shout out.
archives for that in
Yeah.
the Danny and Mike
There you go. I
catalog.
think that's episode 6.
We did some poop stories. We posed with Hot Dog, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
We took a
did
great-
all that stuff.
We did, and some kids from SUNY Purchase came out and supported us.
True.
The place I dropped out of. You're not allowed to say alma mater. I found out the hard way. They sue you.
Ouch.
Really?
No, no. But stick with it, Monica.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
yeah,
That's very
thank you.
kind words.
I didn't get to answer the
Monica,
question.
I also hang out with Aaron Schwartz.
I was gonna
got
say.
a whole
Yeah,
crew.
this guy's
to
got posse
tell you.
for
I still hang out with a
days.
lot of people because we're all friends.
I would say that we're not all friends. There are some exceptions, but I got fired from. Blue Bloods just before Devin Rattray was on, who played Buzz in Home Alone, and then I was working on The Good Fight, which is a Good Wife spinoff, when Devin Rattray was on that. So I have seen him, and we've suggested having lunch.
That's your work posse. Ish.
Oh, he was in Home Alone.
I'm aware. But that was at work.
That was at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you understand.
Yeah.
So he has a work posse. You have a.
Oh,
You
yeah.
don't-
Mine,
you
mine
have
are
non-work
just like
posse?
yeah.
This is how much posse was. I blew the middle of a rehearsal to walk in and take a selfie.
And the
I think
mustache is like. Oh, no,
the
that was
director
Devin
must have been like, "Oh, cool, thanks."
I try to remember.
Yeah.
Tough.
Yes.
I think it was all about me in the moment. Anyway,
Well, that seems about right.
Shout out to Monica. Thanks so much for
Yeah,
listening.
thanks.
great question.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Monica.
Next up.
I give Keenan guitar lessons.
Oh, yeah.
oh,
That one. I'm just trying
had
to
to
give her
top me.
some knowledge.
Had to get the last
I'm
word.
just trying to, I'm just trying to drop some knowledge.
Posse
For,
is bigger
Yeah.
than yours.
Could not have. My posse brings all the boys to the yard.
Speaking of posses, Jamie is the next voicemail. Here we go.
Go for it, Jamie.
Hi, Jeremy, Mike, and Danny. This is Kyron, and my question is, if you were to make a seltzer flavor,
Oh,
what would it be? Now, it has to be drinkable. You have to be able to drink it.
sure.
So it can't be like, diarrhea seltzer. That's no good.
I would agree
All
that
right.
diarrhea
Thank
seltzer's
you.
a bad one.
Stop.
Bye-bye.
Stop. Thanks, What's his name?
Kyron.
Kyron.
Yeah, it was
How do you spell that?
mislabeled. I don't know.
Oh, this is the
Yeah, this is the
fake
auto
transcripting. Okay. Hey, Kyron, thanks for mentioning Jeremy before either of us.
Yeah, that's a rarity.
when you called in.
Yeah.
And then
put that on
of
the
What was
course,
that beef? What was that beef on Twitter
But
you
then, of
guys were
course-
having with each other?
but then of course as
You were
soon
going
as
to block someone because they were like, "We like Jeremy."
yeah,
That's
he,
fucked up.
he was
man.
like Jeremy should be the co-star.
No, that's not what
That's
it
not
said.
what he
It said something about like
You're a
you shouldn't
talented
sell
star.
yourself short.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't say you're just the producer or just the whatever. You're just a part of a team. And very nice words from a listener. And
I would-
Mike, of course, sent immediately the picture of him about to block that user on Twitter,
Which he has not been. Obviously, we've exchanged since
It was a
then.
joke. But and then I had sent.
He talked about my glands. He tried to talk
I
glands.
told him he's just still a little bitter
they're
about.
so-
I would
there's-
just point out that as soon as Kyron mentioned you, in his next breath, he mentioned diarrhea. Just so you know,
Well, that's not true. Your name is closer to the diarrhea than mine.
temporally closer to diarrhea. So,
All right, boys,
Kyron,
seltzer flavors.
Do you
want
want to do? Okay,
Let's
so
just
we'll
go
do.
around. Let's go around.
I was
going to
say we'll do a
We'll go around
joint.
the
We'll do a
room.
joint one, and we'll do individual ones. So
Okay.
Dan, what's
joint one.
yeah? What's your individual flavor that
My
you would?
individual
Yeah.
flavor would be some sort of like tart with a little bit of ginger, like
Ooh.
maybe like a some sort of like
like a tart
like a
cherry with ginger?
grapefruity
Okay, I'm
with
jumping
a
in.
hint of
I'm
ginger.
jumping in
Wait,
here.
oh,
Key lime pie with a ginger snap crust.
Wow,
That's my seltzer.
That is genius.
that's really good.
That's my
I would
seltzer.
drink the shit out of that.
Key lime pie with a ginger snap crust.
With
Okay.
around the rim, you could put a little crystallized ginger.
What's your individual?
My individual would be, and I'm shouting out to Polar because they did something similar. But I would say my seltzer, straight up seltzer flavor would be pineapple blueberry.
That's cool. That's cool.
Pineapple, blueberry.
I'm
Yeah, it's
big
like-
into blueberry.
Okay, and now we all go and give one ingredient.
Yeah, exactly.
I
To
think
make a grab bag, which has to it can't be like you say duh, I say Aya, and he says Rhea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It can't be like that.
I like it. It's not just diarrhea. It was diarrhea. Diarrhea.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Give your one ingredient.
Now,
your one
remember,
ingredient.
remember, protect the brand at all costs.
gosh.
Okay.
Protect the brand.
Oh yeah, this has to represent the
all
podcast.
representing
Okay,
the podcast.
Kyron, here we go. Here goes.
Okay. Kiwi.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Like that threw you off so bad.
Well, what do you mix
No,
with
it doesn't.
kiwi, then?
It's not free association. I'm allowed to think about it.
This is-
fail.
This is ass cat. I just say
I was just-
kiwi, and
well,
you're
what
like,
it-
well,
what
kiwi makes me think of.
Is this Wheel of Fortune?
I got mine already. So
Really?
Yeah. Do you want?
Yeah, you go.
I don't want to steal it because I've already.
No, go.
You've been
So then I
stealing from
won't-
so much
I
this
won't.
episode.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go as a tribute.
Who stole my pull-up bars? How am I supposed to get up off this toilet?
I'm gonna, as a tribute, I'm gonna do orange for the Orange Lazarus. It's gonna be an orange kiwi.
Vanilla.
Whoa.
Like a creamsicle. Kiwi
Whoa.
creamsicle.
Okay, that's a good.
Alrighty,
that,
Kyron.
That could be cool.
So you
Polar,
got four.
Get on the ball.
You got four
No,
answers.
Polar, if you steal that shit from us, I swear to God, I will stop supporting
We're
you
just
and-
gonna
and
collaborate.
advertising for free.
Yes.
This is just what
we will
Vans.
stop advertising
This is
for
just
free.
what Vans
Please.
does. It's
Just
like
tweet us
Vans
back.
X Polar. You know, it's all kinds of collaborations. So, Danny and Mike X Polar.
That's right. So that's a good one. Kiwi, orange, vanilla.
Thanks, Kyron.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Thanks so much for giving us a shout. You want to
You're making the brain work.
Yeah, let's keep
one
going.
more?
Let's roll.
All right, here we go.
What's up, guys? This is Spencer Lambert from Austin, Texas. Just going to call, congratulate Danny on the wedding. Say
Thank you.
thank you guys for bringing this. Definitely was a big fan of the show as a kid. It's cool to see the evolution of you guys' lives and stuff. It's just fun.
Yeah, Danny's
but
married.
I'll continue to support and some fun shit. Yeah. Take care, guys.
Thank you, Spencer.
Fucking A,
Spencer.
Spencer, some fun shit.
That's not even a question. That's more like
No, that's like a
thanks for you
compliment.
guys for-
Spencer, that was not a question I'm going to answer anyway. Thank you. That's awesome. And yes, you.
Spencer, our lives continue from,
No,
when we first started. Our genetic mold is still moving and things are happening.
yeah, my
Stuff's
telomeres are shortened.
Stuff's still growing. Hopefully healthy growth.
Thank you. We are alive. It's good to be alive.
Yeah, Spencer, that was very nice. Very
Yeah,
nice.
I like to get it's a little fluff.
All right, like one more. That was so good. We got to end on a bad one.
Hi. This is Jay from South Dakota.
Jay, you didn't know how to spell that.
Fortunately.
It's okay. We love the
Hey,
Just
national.
want to say congratulations, Danny. Got to
Gosh.
get an awesome wedding.
It
Thank
was. It kicked ass. Thank
Most
you.
weddings I've been to are very run of the mill and boring.
This was not that.
I'm also. I ran this podcast. We didn't do very well. We're now
Possibility.
defunct because it was called Roseanne, and if you can
Roseanne.
imagine it was about Roseanne.
Right.
But now it got canceled.
We're on YouTube. If you are inclined, you don't need to push this because I have a more important question.
Doing
You
it
pushed it
yourself.
yourself.
Yeah.
Who do
You're
you
good.
think would win in a fight between an Ewok and a Jawa?
Oh,
Just your thoughts.
obviously.
And have a good night.
Oh, this is great, Jay.
Peace out.
Thank you for your congratulations about me for just existing. And my answer is in space, it would be a draw. In the
Right.
desert, the Jawa would win,
Correct.
and in the jungle, the Ewok would win.
I think that's
a
I would,
very
I
fair
would
answer.
be.
The
I'm with you 100%.
the
on all
Jawas
of
have
those.
technology, though, is what he's getting at.
That is true.
But
Yeah, but the Ewoks
But
have
the
heart.
Ewoks have determination. Yeah.
and numbers. They have numbers.
I don't think between the three of us, anyone could have answered that question better than that.
Yeah, that's
so
it.
we
It's a
always
good-
defer to Michael C on these kind of questions if it's Dragon Ball Z related.
Yep.
Yeah.
If it's Star Trek,
We all have we all
if
have
it's Star
fandoms.
Trek, though, I don't know if you would have answered so quick.
I'll be happy to defer to either of my brethren on that one. Or brethren. I've been watching Luke Cage the second
Oh,
season, and there's
nice.
a lot of Jamaican.
Brethren.
You saw my blood and tears in that, then, huh? Like my 3 days I worked on.
Did you leave it? Did you leave it all out there
Left it out,
on the film plane?
Yep.
Did you have to actually give blood?
I was going to say, yeah. Sometimes when the prop department,
I gave it to him.
when the prop department gets low, sometimes they have just prop guys just cut
They
themselves.
just cut themselves
Yeah,
up
but
a little
when they
bit,
did 5 takes and they lost a prop guy, and then they stopped doing that. So they only leave it for the young and healthy ones.
Prop
now.
in.
You can only take 1 pint out every 3 hours. You keep going.
We worked it. 52 eventually worked it into the contract where you can only give blood plasma now. So that's why the companies don't even do it. Yeah.
Well, how about thanks so much for calling in. Thanks for that last one. Appreciate that. Do you want to
Jay, there's nothing wrong with South Dakota except that it sucks from large portions of it.
It's probably beautiful.
I mean, they make tons of flax. Oh no, that's North Dakota.
Okay.
They have
flaxseed.
Yeah, flax is grown from seed. So yes, flax is its own.
Okay.
Flaxseed oil.
Yes.
Oil seeds.
Flaxseed bread.
They're one of the major oil seed. America's bread basket.
Mm-hmm. That's North Dakota.
Yeah, I wouldn't be seasoning my cast iron pan with flaxseed oil if I didn't have North Dakota there. But South Dakota's got good things going for it too. Yeah. South Dakota's got good things going for it too, Jay. There's the Badlands.
Oh.
There's Pierre.
Okay.
That's not much I can think of besides that.
Well,
he prefaced it by saying it sucks. So
I know I talked over that.
You're trying to. We appreciate it, okay, and we appreciate you. And we appreciate South Dakota.
Yeah, I work with a guy from North Dakota, and he's.
I grew up in New Jersey. You know how many people tell me Jersey sucks?
I'll tell you right now.
I'll tell you right now.
guys.
I'll tell you right now as well. I won't just tell you. I'll prove it.
All right, start number 1. The U-turns. They suck. Number 2.
Jug handles,
gas tax
make sense, man.
Yes.
Safer to go right than left.
Okay.
Let's explain.
We'll get down to those stats at some point.
That's fucking true.
No,
We're going to drill down.
Well, this is going to be our last phone call of this little baby episode, and shall we just get into it?
Let's jump in.
Okay.
Both feet.
Yo, is this still the Danny and Mike hotline?
This is the same guy from last
How you
week.
doing, boys?
This is what?
Sorry I got cut off last time.
What are you talking
It's
about?
another one.
That may or may not have been two detectives. If anybody asks, I was just watching Pete and Pete episodes with you guys. Johnny Earwax was a hyena.
Yes, he was.
What?
Okay,
cracked
Q&A
himself
time,
up.
boys. You ready?
Go ahead.
I have been known to throw a few curveballs here. They used to call me Frankie Curveballs.
Well, you know his name
All
is
right.
Frankie now.
Question 1
He's
for
doxing
Mr.
himself.
Morona,
Okay, I'm here.
a.k.a. Big Pete.
Yes.
A.k.a. Wriggles. I'm bringing that back. A.k.a. Hawk.
Hawk?
I like that. Yeah.
Is
bird
world-renowned
of prey.
director/actor Eli Roth A, complete and total T-bag, B, a fucking T-bag, or C, just another giant T-bag we all need to forget about? Curveball, he's all 3. Question 2 for Danny, a.k.a.
wait, just stop,
a.k.a.
stop,
Little
stop.
Pete, a.k.a.
You got to answer the question. Well,
he answered.
I know.
Frankie, you gave it to me straight, so I can't give it to you back anything other than that. The answer is all of the above.
He was right.
And I would like to select curveball. You were not wrong. And notwithstanding anybody's feelings about killing Nazis, because killing Nazis is good. We all know that.
Yeah.
Run that tape.
All right, here we go.
Question 2 for Danny, a.k.a. Timbo, a.k.a. Little Pete, a.k.a. Checker.
Oh, I know who it is.
A.k.a. Dove as in Hawk and Dove.
Oh, I'm Dove?
What the fuck does hyena mean? And final...
Okay.
Okay.
You're a Heiner. Isn't Heiner like a German word for ass?
Well, we always thought it was Heine. I never heard Heiner my whole life, actually, until Pete and Pete was on. I always heard Heine. Like, you don't want to... Did they spank your Heine?
Right.
You don't want to show your. You don't want to show your
You're
Heine.
a complete Heiner. I always thought Heiner was some German word for something else.
I just assumed it was the formal version of Heine. Like I had been this whole time been operating in the informal,
right.
and then like this, Heine. Heine's always hanging around.
Yeah.
And then you met, this welcome. This is my boss, Joseph Heiner. it's very nice to meet you, Mr. Heiner.
On the Urban Dictionary, Heiner spelled H-I-N-E-R, which I don't know if that's how it's spelled, but
It's not.
what would it be?
It's
H-E-I-N-E-R.
Thank you. Anyway, I remember
Like
the
wiener.
script. Oh, Heiner?
Heiner.
Anyway, go ahead.
Okay,
Because
well,
it's a terrible
Heiner
site that we don't listen to.
is a
Urban
mildly
Dictionary?
offensive insult popular in the U.S. Midwest. Oh. Interchangeable with any of the thousands of other generic insults like dillhole or asshat. And their sentence that they use is, Joe keeps hanging around drinking all my beer and asking me to borrow money. What a Heiner.
I mean, I feel like that's pretty
Asshat,
much what
yeah.
it means. Yeah.
Sure. So
you
what
go.
you're saying is it could be
No, I
like
guess it has
most
nothing
little
to do
pe-
with Germany, though.
but like most little Pete insults, it's like vaguely German but not actually German.
Right. You know.
Okay,
All
third
right, here's the
question.
last.
Question for Jeremy,
That's me.
a.k.a. Pro Status, a.k.a. Cable Boss, a.k.a. Thunder.
Oh, whoa.
When you guys were naming the show, was The Adventures of Big Peter and Little Peter already taken?
Okay.
It's off
I'm
the
just
table.
thinking of t-shirt sales here, guys. Shit. Someone's at the door again.
Frankie.
Well. If it isn't Detective McAllister.
There's a whole arc on
Mike,
this.
help me out here. Character development.
Yeah.
What would Jeff be doing now?
Okay.
Brooklyn PD? The CDC? Yeah, that's it.
What the
CDC.
CDC.
going on?
All right, boys.
All right.
I gotta get out of here.
Frankie.
Yo.
Unfortunately, it's stuck
I
on.
want to get that yo on our soundboard.
So was
So are
was
we,
that person
are
was
we
that caller
in-
was
are
that
we
caller at your
intertwined
wedding?
in a-
Was that caller at your wedding?
No.
Because I'm pretty sure he was at your wedding.
Nope.
No, it's a different friend.
Definitely not.
Definitely
yeah, I don't
wasn't
have
at
any
your
clue.
wedding.
Definitely not.
I don't even remember. What was my question?
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
how powerful
Your question
Frankie is.
was Little Pete, Peter, and Big Peter. Yeah.
You got the order wrong. He said was The Adventures of Big Pete and Little Pete
Yeah.
already taken.
Oh, I see what he did there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
He's stirring up shit. Whoever that guy is stirring
T-shirt
up a lot of
wise, he's
shit.
probably right. That would have sold pretty good.
Oh,
but,
thank you.
Yeah, we just we came up with it just
Big Peter and Little Peter.
how we came up with it. Yeah, I think we've talked about it before in this anyway. But
Yeah, I went to go wash my hands, and you guys made the
we got
application
domain.
while
We
I
got
was
a domain
he
name.
walked back in
while
after
I was while I was washing my hands.
using the bathroom for 10 minutes, and then that's what it was. Yeah, no, but it's not very interesting. But
guys, I brought cherries. If you want to live stream us eating some cherries.
Oh, man, let's
No,
not
this
do
is
that.
not nice.
yeah, I didn't think so.
But all right, well, let's. How about we wrap this fair episode up and say thank you to everybody that called in.
Thank you, callers.
I'm
That
gonna
was
pick- I'm gonna
very
pick one
cool of you. And
one at
just know
random.
that we are listening and we are answering. So
Yeah,
except for
feel
you.
free to use that.
A voicemail, yeah.
Use
Except
our
for you.
voicemail anytime. And that
Calderon, that was really
that
confusing.
phone number again is what, Jeremy?
Yeah, that number would be 347-470-8150.
with the and
Oh,
spelled
we got a
out.
347. We got a Brooklyn number, huh?
I guess we did, yeah. 347-470-8150. Give us a call, leave us a message, and we will answer them on a future Minisode. Before we go, I want to say we're part of the Last Podcast Network.
True that.
Check them out at lastpodcastnetwork.com. They have a ton of amazing shows.
What's
you'll
that?
love.
What's the number again? 347
470-8150.
8150. Shout out to the Last Podcast Network. And
Yeah,
the good people
check-
that run it.
Check them out.
I heard they're hiring.
Yeah, I heard that too. So go get a job from them. Be our friend. Also, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Danny and Mike with the and spelled out. This guy right here on my right is on Twitter at Michael C. Morona.
If you have any problems with anything.
And the guy beside him, Mr. Danny Tamborelli, is at D Tamborelli or at Danny Tamborelli on the Insta. And I am at Remy Balin on most things. And have
And he also has another podcast called
Fresh Beats.
And you're what?
Fresh Beats.
Yeah, I switched it over to a stock music beat podcast.
It's just about Jimmy Iovine and drag.
That's right.
Do you like golden beats or regular beats? This is
I'm a
what we
regular
talk about.
Fresh.
I'm a regular Beats guy because I love having a heart attack every time I take a shit.
And on that, we will bid you adieu. Thanks so much for
Thank
tuning
you
in.
for listening. Bye-bye.
The Adventures of Danny and Mike stars Danny Tamborelli and Michael C. Morona. The show is produced by me, Jeremy Balin. This podcast is part of the Last Podcast Network, which can be found at lastpodcastnetwork.com. Make sure to check that out for a ton of great shows. For more information on the guys, visit our website at dannyandmike.com. Also look us up on Twitter at Danny and Mike with the N spelled out, and on Facebook at facebook.com/The Adventures of Danny and Mike. Thanks for listening.